Hey everyone, and welcome to Small Step Saturday, where I teach you a small step in the right direction or how to do something to make your real life a lot easier. And everything I teach her is all about making things pay off big so you have time for the more important things in your life, for your big priorities, right? And so today, what I want to talk about is holiday decorating. So, I am obsessed with holiday decorating. I love it. My house, a lot of times, is, I'm just going to tell you this, my house is over the top most of the time. It looks like a Christmas store, like spewed out everywhere. And by the way, from every different decade, nothing matches, literally nothing matches. And I love it. Like, that is magical to me. I actually love Hallmark Christmas movies. I watch them to endlessly. And I will say it has led to my addiction to garland because I hang garland on anything that will stand still for long enough. I put ribbons on everything. And just last year, I was actually considering putting mini wreaths all over my kitchen cabinets for real because I saw it in a Hallmark movie. So, at any rate, I love Christmas decorating. A lot of my Christmas decorations, by the way, I have made myself over the years because I'm always about doing things on a shoestring budget and I love to craft. But if you don't, that is not a problem. I do highly recommend though checking out some DIYs to save yourself some money on Christmas decor because you'd be surprised at the little things you can use in your house as Christmas decor. I use wine glasses with little plastic bulbs and put a candle up there and a ribbon on the stem and it's beautiful. So at any rate, you may want to consider some of those to help you actually get in the Christmas spirit and decorate in the way that you want if you want a little bit more stuff without doing the shopping. So, what I want to share today, though, is how I do it and how I keep it really simple and really well organized. This year, I'm actually streamlining some of my decorating because I'm working on a really big project. And I am going to decorate everything in my house in one day, which is saying a whole lot. Usually, it takes me 3 to 4 days to decorate. So, I wanted to share with you how I can just cut back on that decorating so easily, and why that is, so that you can simplify your own decorating as well if you want. So, number one is I keep all of my Christmas decorations in totes in my storage room in the same space. All of those totes are labeled, and I label them with what room they belong in. Now, that doesn't mean that there's never any overflow. Sometimes there is a little bit. I have found that I have a lot of decorations for my kitchen, for example, that are heavier. So I sometimes will move a heavier item into the family room box. But for the most part, everything is in a box that's labeled with the room it goes in. This is also a hint for if you're moving, do the same thing. When I go to put something out, okay, I know that things are going to have to get pulled away, right? So whatever I have in the middle of my kitchen table is getting stored when I am decorating my house. So what I do is I collect the things that will be stored, I put them all in one place, preferably the place that has the least number of odds and ends going there. And then I put out all the Christmas decorations from the box and I store that same room's things in the Christmas box. So when I have that box, okay, that's labeled, when I go to pack up the Christmas stuff, the things in that box go in the room I'm packing. It makes it nice and simple to make that transition. In addition, a lot of times I find myself kind of wiping things down, refilling things maybe as I need to when I pack away my soap dispensers, okay, I always use the same soap, no matter what time of year it is, because I find that the soap consistency gets weird if you don't. But when I pack away my soap containers, I always put a sandwich bag around them and a rubber band so that they don't leak soap everywhere, right? Instead of wrapping everything in newspaper or in tissue, I tend to wrap things in towels. Like I have a lot of hand towels or table runners, things like that, that are soft and will cushion things. I tend to wrap in that so that I don't have a lot of wrapping in my Christmas decorations, but my fragile things are still cushioned. Now, here's a tip that's going to save you a ton of money, a ton of time, and that will enable you to get help or to offset some of your decorating. Ready for this? When it's set up, I take a picture of it. Okay. So I have a picture, an album in my phone that has pictures of the different areas of my house decorated. Why do I do this? Well, they start getting Christmas decorations out for sale here in October. And part of why I have so many mismatched decorations is because if I go anywhere, right? Say I go shopping at the local Meijer or I go pick something up at Target, I see 5 cute Christmas decorations. I must have them all, right? So what I started doing instead is looking in my album, right? I know I just said right, I think 3 times. But what I start doing is looking at my album. And so when I'm in the store, I'll think that would be so great. And I really need something for my mantle. And so I'll pull up the picture of my mantle and I see there is no room on my mantle, not for one more thing. I do not need that. Okay. If I still feel like I need it after Christmas, I can go buy it on sale, y'all. Right. But it keeps me from buying things in October and November when my Christmas decorations aren't out that I probably wouldn't have gotten if they were, because I can actually see what my Christmas decor looks like. It also helps me if I am going to get something to make sure it matches what I already have. Yeah, I know. I've been working on that. So, but here's the big thing. So this year, I just told you I have a big work project. And because of that, I'm not decorating my whole house. This is a little different from the tradition, and some of my kids are really sentimental, and sometimes my husband is too. And they want to say that they'll be really bummed if the whole house isn't decorated. Like, it just won't be the same. It won't be Christmas. And so I said, well, y'all can just get out those decorations if you want. And what did they say? Well, they said they can't because they don't know where everything goes. They can't do it the way I do it, except I have pictures. So, yes, they can. It also enables you to get help. And now, listen, if they wanted to do it a different way, they can go right ahead. But I don't feel pressured to create that same Christmas atmosphere that they may be longing for because it's traditional, just because they don't know where things go. They can just use the pictures. So, here's what we're going to do. When we get our Christmas decorations out this year, if you haven't started this yet, that's okay. When you get your Christmas decorations out this year, when you go to put them back, put them in the box for the room they're in. Okay. Just say, I've got this tote, all the things in the kitchen go in this tote. Do not be afraid of not having it completely full as you're working through this process. Do not be afraid of combining rooms, right? Do not be afraid of saying, I put all of the things in the family room and all of the things in the foyer together, like in the entryway together, because I don't have enough to fill a box and I want to make sure that those are together, right? Don't be afraid to do that, but make sure that you label that box. Store your Christmas stuff all in one place, all together. And while your house is decorated, take photos of all your decorations and create an album in your phone for those photos. Now you have them. You know where things go. You know what you might still need. If you're catching sales and you're out and you don't know if you have room for something, you can look, right? You can look. Also, a few years back, we actually had moved and we needed some Christmas stuff because we didn't have things. And I had asked about this. I had put it on my gift list, right? And somebody wanted to know what kind of stuff we wanted. And it was super easy for me to just send them pictures and be like, this is the kind of stuff we have. This is the kind of stuff we like. And then they were able to buy things as gifts for us that we would enjoy. So that was super nice too. So label those boxes and take those photos. It makes all the difference in the world. And if you need to bulk up your decorating a little bit, make this super, super simple. Don't go buy anything. Use things you already have in your house or at most dollar store, y'all. Do not be spending a fortune on this. If you do want to buy some fancy thing you saw at Target, and yes, I consider Target decorations to be fancy, okay? If you do want to do that, wait until after Christmas and catch the sale, okay? Just wait until after Christmas and catch the sale. If that one item isn't there anymore, I'm sure that there will be 15 others that you love. Wait until after Christmas. If you love it that much that you're going to be bummed that it's not there, ask for it for Christmas. But I've made a rule in my home for myself, that I no longer buy Christmas decorations before Christmas. And it has been life altering, and I recommend it to you as well. This is a loving, healthy boundary I've made for myself. And it has saved me a fortune in both time and money. So get it done. Now remember to subscribe to this channel. And I just want to remind you that you are absolutely amazing and you deserve the life you have been dreaming about. And I am 100% here to watch you create it and to help you do it. So happy you're here. Make sure that you do all the things you love this holiday season and cut back on that stuff that's just a headache for you. Cut back on that stuff that stresses you out. And if that's decorating, nobody says you have to decorate at all. All right? Y'all have a great holiday season. Bye, everyone.